Touring the Ozarks with Ozark Radio News and News Team 7. Hosted by Travis Smith.
We're back, touring the Ozarks with Zach Stokes from Captain D's. Zach, we talked about you guys have been here for over 30 years. What are some of the ways that you give back to the community, and why is that so important?
You know, it's one of those things that we love to give back as much as we can. There's some limitations with being a franchisee of the organization, but you know, that's one thing we try to do as best as we can. If there's a benefit or if there's a little league team that needs it, if the funds are there, we love to be able to give it back to them. Well,
and that's why it's so important to do business locally, because you, as a local business person, you give back to the community of West Plains.
Yeah. I mean, I've lived here my whole life and want to see this business succeed for generations on. So it's one of those things we love to give back as much as we can.
Well, talking about success, one of the things I've noticed when I come in here, your staff is super friendly. And when I ask one of the employees if they like their job, they said they love it. So you're creating a great culture for people to come and work.
We try to. It's starting to get harder and harder, but it's one of the things that if the employee don't like their job, they're not going to want to show up. So we try to do everything we can to benefit and help and give the best policies we can to the employees.
Well, thank you for doing that, because I mean that's another thing people don't realize with small business. They employ 70% of the people in town.
Yeah.
So small business is very important for the community of West Plains.
It is.
And if there was one thing people came in here for the first time to try, what would you recommend?
I mean, I tell people all the time, you know, I first thing I ask them if they want to be healthy or not. If that, then you can't go wrong with a 2-piece fish dinner with 2 sides of your choice and a big gallon of sweet tea or big large drink.
But you've got all kinds of options.
I've got all kinds of options. It's not just fish, chicken, shrimp, crab. We used to call ourselves the best little seafood restaurant, and that's still what we are today. It's a seafood kitchen.
And how do people find out about what specials you have? Do you have anything on social media? What's the best way to find out about Captain D's?
Yeah, we do social media, Facebook. We also do coupons in the mail, and then we also partner with Ozark Radio Network and do advertisements throughout the year.
Well, Zach, we really appreciate that, and we appreciate all you do for West Plains, and the best of luck. Come on down to Captain D's. They've got great people to work with, great food, and great prices. We're here on Touring the Ozarks, West Plains edition on the west side of town. Greetings from Touring the Ozarks on the west side of West Plains. Today we're with Mason Wilbanks of Mason's Midwest Meat. Mason,
how are you doing, buddy? Travis? Doing good.
One of the most coachable kids I've ever had.
Well,
I'm glad to see you having your own business.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
When did you start this?
I started this 3 years ago, or just about 3 years ago on that one. I used to work up there at dentists and stuff like that, and it's just something I always wanted to do ever since I was little, honestly.
Your family's been involved in the cattle.
Family's been involved in the cattle and everything like that. So I always just kind of wanted to do a little bit something different, and this was something that was a little different, but it still involved me in the cattle that I grew up in. So this is just something that I just always wanted to do, and I had the opportunity to do it. So this is just kind of where I ended up at and went from there.
Well, speaking of cattle too, it's not Mason's Midwest just meat as in steak and hamburger. You've got all sorts of varieties of different meats down here to choose from.
Oh yeah, we got all different kinds. I mean, if you want your beef, we got your pork, and we got your chicken. And then we also make stuff too. We got your chicken grillers, that's lemon pepper, chicken and bacon. And we got our spinach grillers and everything like that. That has a spinach artichoke dip in the middle of it, chicken, bacon, and a sweet barbecue seasoning on the outside. And then we got a sweet pepper and a jalapeno pepper.
I love those jalapenos.
Oh yeah, those are good.
Yeah.
And if you don't like the spice, the sweet peppers are really good on that one. The beef bites are really good. We got pork bites, and then we got little smokies wrapped in bacon, and those are really good too. And then we got some brats that I make also. Actually, one of the recipes that I got was from a foreign exchange kid.
What was his name?
Yannick Pfeffer.
I remember Yannick. He threw the shot put.
He did. Yeah.
And you said he came home.
He came back over 4th of July and stuff like that. We're still really close. I still talk to him about every day and everything like that. Which I actually have 2 little boys, and they call him Uncle Yannick.
I
Oh,
love
yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah.
I love.
They-
And it's all about developing relationships.
It is.
One of the things I've noticed, Mason, is like you come in here, first thing that happens, you walk in the door and people greet you.
Oh yeah, and that's one of the biggest things we try to do on that one is just make sure they greet you and everything like that. Make it feel home. And a lot of times I do have my boys in here. I mean, it's just kind of make it home.
It's family.
It's family and everything like that, you know.
Yeah.
It's always fun having them around.
And talking about the boys, we live here in Missouri, and I guess it's a problem all across the country, but tick diseases. And one of the things that is the worst is alpha-gal, and you're not able to eat certain kind of meats. But I noticed looking over here at the cooler, you've got all sorts of selection if you've got alpha-gal.
Oh yeah, so I mean, we do. So first off, how we prepare it is we get the box in, which it hasn't been touched with anything else. We get it in, we open it straight up over on the table, make sure it's all sanitized and everything like that. And then we make sure when our gloves and everything are sanitized and everything, and then we'll take it straight from there and freeze it. Make sure there's nothing touching it, beef, pork, or anything like that. It's just what it is, what that was, and everything like that. Because that's the biggest thing, is making sure your pork and beef does not touch it, because that's what makes them sick on that one.
Well, and it's nice too that you have selections like that.
Yeah.
'Cause it can't be, it's one of those things where it's not a big group of people, but I can tell you the people that have alpha-gal really appreciate the fact they've got this choice.
They do, and there's a lot of people. We at least see probably 1 or 2 customers a day probably with it and asking about it and everything like that. Like some of the stuff that we do have of it is we do grind our own turkey breast, chicken, and everything like that. If you like your breakfast sausage but you can't have it anymore, we do that in turkey and chicken. Seasoning's all safe for alpha-gal friendly people and everything like that. So I mean, we're trying to make it where they can kind of have the regular food, same flavors, and stuff like that.
No, and I think that's wonderful you do that. And that's having a small business. You have to cater to the local community and what they're asking for.
Yeah, and we can always see what we can get in and everything like that. That's no big deal. A little bit of shrimp here and some catfish too. And then we got our brats and stuff that we keep frozen on that one. And then we got our smoked meats. Whenever we get it done, we'll throw it over here in the freezer and do it that way so you can take it home unthaw it, get it done whenever you want on that one. And then we got some local pork here. Some of my workers actually raised it and we got it killed and everything, and we got it all down here. A little bit of everything on that one, and it's actually a really good one. I tried some of my own and everything like that, and it sells really good on that one.
So not only locally owned and operated, but we can get local products down here. That the old saying, farm to table.
Yes. As local as we can get is what we try to do. I mean, some of it's just hard to do on that one, just for how much we sell of it and stuff like that. But if I can do it local, I try to do it. Because I also do some of my own lamb on that one, and then every now and then I'll do some goats too. I actually raise those myself.
Awesome.
From that one. And then the pig, one of my workers did that one, but they do a great job on that one, and they did great on that one. It was really good.
Well, you've got all kinds of great products.
Well, thank you.
How do we find you? Where are you located?
Well, we're right across from Walmart in West Plains, Missouri. It's 1405 Southern Hills Shopping Center is our address, and we're open from 8 to 6 through the week, and then on Saturday we're open 8 to 5. And then Sundays we're closed.
Okay, so 6 days a week
6
we can
days a
come
week,
down
yep.
here and plant.
Yep.
Mason, hey, congrats. I'm really proud of what you're doing here at Midwest Meats.
Well, thank you, Travis. I appreciate it.
Well, and thank you for being a part of Touring the Ozarks, west side of town.